SMT Nation, we back, and we're going to hit you with a three-part series, predictions for 2023 from each of the big carriers. I'll even throw in a bonus video for Dish, and let's just take in everything from 2022. Let's look at the direction that things are going. I'm going to make my predictions at any point during the video. You guys tell me what you think about mine. If you think they'll be right or wrong, give me yours if you like. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on that. So go ahead and do offer some commentary. All right, so starting with Verizon first. When it comes to 2023, I think it is going to be a big year for them. I think some things from 2022, no doubt, were negative. A lot of network tech enthusiasts, those people within the community have highlighted some of the downs, right? Some of the lowlights of the year. But some of the things that I think are good indicators are, I think, to start things off, we're going to see some sort of like a stabilization of the churn. It did kind of peak and spike, momentarily there in 2022. I think that is kind of behind us. Do I think it could see another small little blip where it peaks for a moment? I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. But things at Verizon, when you think about consumer resiliency, they're typically customers that stay and they like the network and those types of things. So they don't really leave, right? So that was unusual. And I don't really think that's going to be a problem moving forward. If anyone was going to leave, it was going to be in 2022. But we'll see. All right. That's just my prediction. Now, moving forward, I want to start first with fixed wireless access, Verizon 5G Home. Absolutely effective for them. They're a huge share taker from cable. We're expecting, 1.3 to 1.5 million subscribers added in 2022. I expect that to continue in 2023. I think an additional 1 to 1.5 million subscribers added makes a lot of sense. They've included more qualifying customers based on addresses with upgrades, right? You need upgraded sites and stuff like that. We're starting to see that. I think additionally, more qualifying customers buy plans to get the 50% off discount. That's going to make it a more attractive offer for more people. I think obviously with a more modernized network, the 5G C-band, the N77, additionally some new consumer premise equipment makes the experience better on millimeter wave and N77, waterproof, put it outside. That stuff's going to be a difference maker. So all these things put together, I think, are going to continue to allow that product and service to really shine next year. I think it'll be at least as good, if not better, than 2022. Next piece I want to address is the network. I think this will be the shining star in 2023, along with what it takes to do with the network. You're going to get more modernizing, right? More sites getting 5G ultra wideband upgrades, the full LTE modernization. 3G is getting shut down, so that'll be behind us. But really, it's about expanding the network with the upgrades. So, specifically with 5G UW and C band, the N77, we're going to see a movement in additional pops, millions of people, points of presence across the country. All right. They're going to continue to build out deeper within the existing footprint, right? The top 46 PAs, along with the early cleared, through like the 70 or 75 PA rank. You'll see more and more of those sites being upgraded in those existing places, but you're also going to see work towards expanding in places like suburban and rural parts that have not yet been cleared, but maybe will be early cleared in 2023. At least by the end of the year, we'll see the rest of that spectrum being repacked from satellite, and you'll see full C-band spectrum licenses now live for Verizon, 140 megahertz on the low end, 200 megahertz on the high end, all that by the end of the year. Lots of older sites in rural America will be upgraded. We'll start to see that build happening. I think it'll finalize in 2024, but 2023 is going to be a big year for that expansion. All right, so all those things considered, let's also throw in some small cells for safe measures. The top 46 PAs will likely get those first. Think about the top 10, think about the next 20, right? By the time you get to the 40, 50, 60 range in PAs, we're going to be seeing C-RAN and small cells and millimeter wave nodes all getting the C-band fixings. Whether you're in a Samsung market or Ericsson, I don't think it makes a difference. All of that will be ongoing. with those upgrades, you're going to see stuff happening at the base foundation of the cell sites, the 10 gig fiber optic backhaul, right? More sites on those high capacity circuits. Throw in the additional N48 launch. I think we're going to see that. Does that show up as 5G ultra wideband? Does it show up as nationwide 5G? I don't know. I think people are leaning towards it being nationwide 5G, but I think the most potential comes in the aggregation of N48 combined with N77, giving it that nice little spectrum boost on the NR side. That's pretty exciting. I think we'll see that. There's a lot of vRAN going on with Samsung and Ericsson, right? The major vendors for Verizon. You're going to see 3G refarm, right? All the band 5, the 850 megahertz, that's still operational on 3G. That moves to LTE and 5G, probably DSS. I don't know how they'll do that. But between that and then also launching standalone networking, right? They'll probably start on data only devices. They'll probably start on the home internet side of things. They'll stay away from the voice over NR for now. But I think by the end of the year, you'll see voice over NR launch nationwide, and it'll be dependable, reliable, and consistent. Something that Verizon's calling card has always been their quality in calling. All right, so those things I think are going to continue and be strengths of Verizon's 2023. Now, some things that I'm going to predict that may not be so positive, right? On that front end of this video, I really highlighted what I think is going to be their strength and how they're going to perform well in the upcoming year. Things that I see on the horizon that I don't think are going to be very positive, I think is the retail side. I have no clue on the direction of retail. I think it's just going to be more of the same from 2022, and actually it goes back to 2021. They've lost a lot of the master sales agents. They've lost a lot of the experienced salespeople that made Verizon's retail very strong in years past due to the changes in the compensation structure, right? It's pushed some people away, and I think the best, most effective people away. So now you've got a bunch of inexperienced, disgruntled, you've got all this turnover within retail sales. It's just not a positive environment. And I think additionally, you've got stores that close early. You've got stores that are appointments. You got to scan a QR code at the window. I think they have to return to an effective retail situation. I just don't like the direction of that, and I don't see it changing because really it's been about shrinking operational spending, but you're not effectively serving your customers, which forces them to go elsewhere. They can go to big cable now and get your network. They can go to MVNOs and get your network. AT&T and I think T-Mobile do a better job of retail operations personally, and I think that's kind of what we've seen with the churn. I think part of that has to do with that. I think additionally, to kind of see where things are going as the customer care, it's not as good as it used to be. And you have a lot of inexperienced, untrained, unskilled, unknowing agents. They just haven't been effective. I think it's just a lack of proper training. I think it's an inability to find efficient solutions and solutions to problems that customers have. Pushing everyone towards the app, pushing people towards like those automated bots, it's not working. And then when they do get to someone, they don't know how to properly deal with the issues. People's time is valuable and they don't want to be jerked around. Unfortunately, there is no indication of this changing. Whether it's the retail or the customer care piece, I don't think it's changing. We don't see anything on the horizon that should indicate us to think otherwise. Those are my predictions for 2023. A continued struggle with customer care, a continued struggle with retail, and those are two big issues for them. And those are not swiftly and easily fixed. Those need innovative, really thoughtful, and considerate ways of improvement. And if we look at management, Manon is gone, Ronan Dunn is gone, Tammy is gone. There's only one person who can make those changes happen company wide. But that same person was the one who made these decisions to create this culture. So what are we really expecting in 2023? I don't expect those things to change. So this is why no matter how good the network is, some people won't care. They won't care how good the network is because of these other obstacles that get in the way. No doubt there are people in that spike churn rate from 2022 who left based on not just pricing and price increases. I actually predict there's going to be at least one price increase somewhere at Verizon. I don't know what it is. If it'll be like the economic adjustment fee going up by $1, or if it'll be some kind of a fee or something. Who knows? I'm leaving it out as a possibility out on the table. There might be some kind of thing like that, but those problems, they were created by what's going on there now. So unless that were to change moving forward, a maybe there's some kind of like a renaissance moment, a glaring moment to have ideas to fix these things, and they take time to implement and all of those things. I don't know if that's going to change. All right, but I do feel like the network is going to be very strong. I do feel like fixed wireless access continues to be a shining star for them, but the other obstacles are massive, major, and will continue to be a problem. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you took in my commentary as not something that's, outrageous or anything. I think these are all realistic. I still think that, for example, files will grow slowly. It'll get deeper within the existing footprint. I don't think we're going to see too much growth outside of their existing footprint. I feel like the One Fiber program will continue to be a strength of Verizon. I still think they're going to be very strong in their business solutions. I mean, those are the things that are the fabric of what Verizon does. No indication of those things changing. I think 2023 is going to be a lot like 2022. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, or it's a mixed bag, that's what it's going to be. Not much is changing. I don't see any type of massive overhauls or any type of massive changes. The things that are strong will continue. The things that are weak will continue. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, and subscribe for more, and turn on the bell notifications icon to never miss an upload. I want to give a big shout out to my YouTube members and also my Patreon supporters. Thank you for supporting me on those platforms and making content on this channel possible. To all my viewers and subscribers and supporters, I want to wish you all a healthy, safe, and thriving 2023. I want to wish you guys a happy new year. Enjoy you and yours, and we shall see you soon on the next video. Peace.